Hello, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Reading Sprints. Hope all of you are having a good day today. I'm having a pretty good day. I realized I probably should have taken a nap first, but no nap, but that's okay. So reading sprints might not be super long tonight, and that's okay. So let me know who's here. Let me know what you are going to be reading. Also, let me know if you are here, because mine still says 0 watching, but I see Christy popping up. So apparently at least one of you's popping up, and maybe it's just my, oh, there we go, 7 people. Like, where is everybody? Just my laptop must be extremely slow. And ignore the dishwasher. It will be done in 1 minute. So that noise you hear will be gone as soon as it's done. Hey, Christy. Happy to see everybody pop up here. Hey, T. And Dewey's here. Hello. And Teresa's here. Hi. Glad you're finally able to make one. Pop in and read with us. Hi, Nikita. Nikita's reading a nonfiction called Homegrown Terror. Ooh, wow. Benedict Arnold and the Burning of New London. Sounds very interesting. I hope you're enjoying it because it sounds like you're going to finish it tonight, so that's good. And happy reading to you too. Hi, Lauren. Yay. Excited to be here. I'm happy to hear that. Hi, Mary. Oh, your first reading sprint. Yay. I'm so excited. I love when new people pop in. It gets me really excited. We're going to have fun tonight. I have bookish questions to have fun and discuss in between our reading sprints, and have fun music during reading sprints. We're going to have a good time. And I have 2 books tonight that I'm going to be reading. So for those of you who are new popping in, I do 20-minute reading sprints, and then we just kind of talk about what we've read, how many pages, if you're enjoying it or if you're not and plan on switching. Hey, Jeanette. Glad to see you're here. Yes, definitely. Welcome, Mary, and welcome to anyone else who pops in who's new. Hi, Reese. Glad to see you're here tonight. So I have 2 choices. They're both for a vlog that's coming out next week. Yes, next week. I have to finish these books. But it's for my review video because I want to get through review books by the end of the year. So I dedicated a video each month to catching up to review books. So I have the Verandon series by Lynn Stringer, which this is a giant book, which I hope to finish by Thursday. That might not happen. Then I have this one, Summer Change by Melissa Ray. And these are both by the same publishers, actually in Australia, but they do have books that are eligible to purchase in the US. So they sent me a few to review. So I'm planning on reading those. Hi, Beth. Thank you. Yeah, they are new from a few days ago, but I think I need to go and get readjusted once again. But I finally figured out what's been going on. At least I think I have. So that should be finally fixed on Monday. Your Amazon shopping for your dad's new at-home office. Oh, that's great. I just did a little purchasing on Amazon. I had a couple gift cards, so I bought some books. My mom and dad always say, "Why do you need books? You get them free." And I'm like, I don't get them all free. I only get 2 publishers. Or maybe a few other ones like in between, but there's always those few books that you really want to read that you can't get a hold of for free. Obviously, I don't get all the free books, but it's nice to get what I'm able to get. It's been a blessing. My phone is buzzing and I don't know why. Probably telling me, hey, guess what? You have reading sprints. Hi, Carmen. Nice to see you tonight. I don't know where my voice went with that one. Jeanette starting Missing Mabel by Nancy Mel tonight. Is that a new one? Final book for the Keep Me in Suspense readathon. Missing Mabel. I don't recognize that title. I thought I knew all of her titles. Like I haven't read them all, but that one sounds very different to me. Unless it's like one of her very early ones or something. Hi, Carmen. I'm so happy to see you. Hi, Christina. Wow, everybody's popping in. We're having a big group tonight. That's wonderful. Lauren's reading The Kitchen Front by Jennifer Ryan. Hi, Paige. Ooh, Paige has story to share that happened last weekend. Okay. Christina's reading Double Take by Lynette Easton. And Carmen is trying to finish up Two Crosses by Elizabeth Musser, just over halfway, and it has over 400 pages. Oh no, due back in the library tomorrow. Oh no, you can do it. You can do it. Depending on when the library closes, you can do it. Okay, Jeanette. Oh, it's old. Okay, so I thought it was one of her older titles if I never heard of it. Okay. From 2010. See, Paige says there were some limbs hanging in front of her window from a previous storm, and your mom decided she was going to cut them with the hedge clippers. As she was hanging out the window trying to cut them, your brother comes from the side of the house. He's picking up branches that had fallen and just stared at her for a minute. Stared at her, trying to figure out what she's doing. Well, I hope she's okay and nothing happened. Danielle, what are you doing? You know you're too top heavy to be hanging out the window. Get back in the house. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm surprised you are not an only child. That's hilarious. Well, I'm glad she's okay. I'm sure he went running for it. Hi, Emily. You're watching Emily in Paris and reading the 7th book in Keeper of the Lost Cities. I still have to read that. I think I'm going to save it for middle grade March next year because I don't really have the time this year to get into a really big series, but I think I'm going to save it for middle grade March. I think that's a good time to start it. Reese isn't reading tonight. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, try to get a little rest tonight. Oh, I'm sorry you're sad that you missed sprints, but it's okay. You know, your body needs rest and God is telling you to go rest. So go rest. Ignore me. Take a nap. It's okay. T's doing writing sprints with Christy. Nice. I was actually thinking about writing because I did go and do a little bit of writing at the bookstore today. Got myself a drink. I just joined the Sips Club at Panera's. So I was like, I should take advantage of this and go and write. So I did that and came up with a new video idea too while I was at Barnes & Noble. So not exactly sure when that video is going to go up because the books that I want are on hold at the library for months in advance. So it might not be until beginning of next year that I get that video out, depending on when those books come in. Carmen's not enjoying her book as much as she wanted to. Oh no. If it's kind of bored, I would just say you could DNF it and recheck it out at another day if you wanted to. I usually, if something's really slow for me, I really struggle with finishing it on time to return to the library. Yep, Christy's going to write tonight. Oh, that's nice. The hubby has the baby and you have 3 hours all to yourself. Yay. Oh, Barnes & Noble. I was just talking about that. You have no idea what to do with yourself. Well, it's a good time to write. That's for sure. I spent about an hour and a half to 2 hours at Barnes & Noble writing and getting some ideas for videos and stuff. So I wrote a couple pages today. So not bad. Hello, Glittering the Sky. First time joining. Well, welcome. I hope you have fun reading sprints tonight. You watched the final of the previous week, and I loved reading 3 books and 2 comics. Nice. What comics are you reading and what books? We're all curious to see what you're reading. Mary's reading both The Other Side of Infamy by Jim Downing, nonfiction, and Where the Last Rose Blooms by Ashley Clark. Nice. Hey, Celestria. Oh, everybody's popping in tonight. So for those of you who just popping in, I'm reading 2 books that I have to read for review next week. Hey, they kind of match almost, same colors. One is Summer Change by Melissa Ray, which I really should get to because it is a summer book. Obviously, I need to read that one. And then the Verandon series by Lynn Stringer, which I have started both, but I'm more interested in this one because I did get to chapter 5 of the first book in this trilogy, and it's really, really good so far. And I want to get back into it because it's been a few weeks since I continued it. Nikita's enjoying her book. Yes, you do love You do love history. Fridays are your nonfiction days. Oh, perfect. Then you can read with us and read your nonfiction days. I like that you have a specific day for nonfiction. That's a good idea. That would be kind of a fun video, like having like a specific day of the week for like a certain genre. That'd be kind of fun to do. The Woman in White is extremely slow paced, but good. Well, that's good. I'm glad it's good. Celestias, you might edit a video or read Winter's Maiden. Nice. I still need to get to Winter's Maiden. I haven't read yet. Hello, Hopefully Books. First time joining a live sprint of yours. Wow, we have so many new faces today. I'm excited. Let me know for those of you who have like long usernames, if you want to still be continued called that, or if you want me to use your name, I'm fine with either. Whatever makes you more comfortable. That is okay too. Okay, what time is it? Forgot my watch says low battery, so that's good. So we have no idea what time it is. Thankfully, I do film on my new screensaver. I just decided I was a dragon girl today, so found a picture of a dragon on there. Okay, so I think we should start our first reading sprint since it's roughly 10 after. So let's go ahead and read until 30 after. So have fun reading or editing or writing, whatever you want to do during these 20 minutes. And I will see you all back very shortly. Nikita says you actually have particular lists and genres for certain days. That is so cool. I'm glad that it's helped you, made a positive reading experience for you. That's so cool. And Glittering the Sky is reading Holy Woman by Pope Benedict, The Catholic Home by Meredith Gould, The Last Murder at the End of the World by Stuart Turton. Nice. And 2 comics from your country. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and, as I said, go until 30 after. It's a little under 20 minutes, but not bad. So have fun reading, and I'll see you all back shortly. Hey everyone, that's the end of our first reading sprint tonight. Let me know how you all did. Didn't do too bad reading wise. I think I got like 2 chapters done, I think. So they're short chapters though. So let's see the comments that I missed. I know Lucy popped in during the sprint. She's still reading If I Live by Terry Blackstock, determined to finish. I listened to it on audio so I could finish it. It was good, but I don't know. I don't think Terry Blackstock is like my favorite. I still enjoyed the series, but I think I've liked other romantic suspense more. Christina asks if glittering, are you Catholic? I'm guessing because you're reading Catholic books. Tara, let's see. Tara says, made it a tad late. That's okay. You just missed, well, you're in the middle of the first reading sprint. You're reading Lethal Beauty by Liz Wheel, or wow, I never know how to pronounce her name, but she's one of my favorites, actually. She was one of the very first romantic suspense authors I ever read. Actually, it might be the first, if I'm not mistaken. It was either her or Colleen Coble, but I think it was Liz's books. And then the last book in the Mia Quinn trilogy. But I'm pretty sure Liz was the first romantic suspense or suspense in general book that I read. And I used to give them to my grandmother. And she wasn't Christian at the time, but I used to sneak her those books because she loved mysteries and thriller type books. I'm like, I think she would like these. And she did. She did end up really enjoying them. Nikita read 7 pages. Nice. Danette read 15. Emily got 12 done. Christina got 6. Mary Beth got 10.5. You got to count that extra 0.5. Hello, Monica. Glad to see you're here. Teresa's reading Running with the Wind, a fictional book about the Mayflower. Sounds good. Wow, read 30 pages. Nice. I don't know where I started in this book. I'm guessing I read about 15. Yeah, I think I read about 15. Lucy got 14 pages read. Nice. Lauren read 4 pages. That's okay. Grab a sweatshirt. Is it cold over there? That's okay. We all read at different speeds, and it's totally okay. Carmen, no reading in this sprint. Was tending to other things. That's okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Do the stuff you need to do, then you can actually read the next one. Sounds good. And Tara read 8 pages. Nice. And Christy says her book editing is going well. I'm not at that stage yet. I'm still only on chapter 3 of my first draft, but at least it's going somewhere. It's going somewhere. Teresa looked wrong, 20 pages. I was going to say, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of pages you read there. Glittering the Sky says, yes, I am Catholic, Christina. So I am reading Summer Change by Melissa Ray. I decided to continue this one. I really don't know how I feel about it. It's about a girl who, for some reason, something is up with her parents, and her parents drop her off at her cousin's to spend the summer, even though they were supposed to have a family vacation to New Zealand. She lives in Australia. And so, but I would say that I would not recommend this to young adults, like on my channel, because my channel is all about like clean reads. I have already come across like, I think 2 or 3 swear words in this. And then there is talk about like teenage smoking and like a few very small innuendos. So I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely not one that I would recommend on my channel. And like, I want to know, there's a couple interesting things that are happening. And I don't think it's going to honestly get any worse than it has. But yeah, it's not as clean as I thought it was going to be. So yes. So it's okay so far, but if it gets any worse, I'll let you guys know, and probably will DNF it if there's anything else in it. Lauren says it's warm in North Carolina, but we keep our house cold. I personally love keeping a house cold, but we have no AC. So thankfully we live in New York. If we lived anywhere else, trust me, I would be begging for AC. I still would, but at least I have a small fan like right by my head. Nice, T. 600 words. That's great. I think I hit roughly the 10,000 word mark, maybe a little higher than that now. Probably closer to 15 to 20. I have to update and see where I'm at. T's in North Carolina too. It is hot. We keep our AC on 69. That is a perfect temp. Christina says she's Catholic too. Christy, can't wait to read your book, Katie. You should definitely throw yourself a little party when your first draft is done. Oh, I am. I am totally throwing a huge party when my first draft is done. Yes. The goal is by the end of this year. That's the goal. But like, as I said, I'm really only 10,000 words in, so that might not happen. Yes, North Carolina weather. Christina says she's liking Double Take by Lynette Eason, but made the mistake reading it before bed and had nightmares. Oh, I'm sorry. I know there's certain books. I don't think I've ever had a nightmare with a book before. Mostly movies. So like I don't watch horror movies, but like there's certain movies that are like just a little too intense. Like I have to like only watch during the day. But I tend to like just stop if a book gets too intense. Like I did that one time with Jamie Jo Wright's book earlier this year. That one got a little bit of an intense moment. I was like, okay, we're just going to stop right now and read it tomorrow because it was dark out and there was like a dark scene in the book when it was like really dark. And I'm like, okay, we're just going to skip over that for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick a bookish prompt from my jar. I have to refill this actually, it's getting low. But I just thought I would do some conversation starters for those of you who are new. So we can all answer these in the comments. I usually put the question down in the comments too, so I better get my keyboard handy so I can quickly type in the question. Okay, I wonder if we're going to get to that really long one that we had last week that I skipped. Okay, let's see. So this one, and I think the pinks are would you rather questions. So yeah, okay, it is a would you rather question. And they're all bookish related. So this one says, would you rather read 100 books this year, but never be allowed to read again after this year, or be able to read one book every year for the rest of your life? And don't mind me, I'm just gonna pop the question into the comments. That way, in case you didn't get it right away. If I can actually spell. And me personally, I would choose one book a year because I mean, I do read over 100 books a year, but, and as Teresa said, the Bible does not count. We don't count the Bible. Bible counts no matter what. So just an extra book out there, the Bible never counts. So, so I would choose read one book a year because you can kind of take your time with it. I would say, rereading. I don't think that would be against the rules either. Paige says one book a year. Nikita said one book a year. Emily says I choose not to answer. Oops, I forgot to take off the timer here. We're no longer reading. There we go. Teresa says one book a year. I know, right? It does. I know it breaks my heart. I gave you a really hard bookish question for sure. We won't have to answer that again. I promise. I won't put it back in the jar. But yes, that is a tough question. Tara says one book a year. So it sounds like it's pretty unanimous there. One book a year, Mary says. One book a year. I wonder how many times I'd read that book in that year. Yeah, exactly. Like, I would count rereads because it's the same book, right? I would probably reread like once a month. But see, I could probably, if like I had to, and besides my Bible, I could probably go without reading because I know a lot of people who like reading is their only hobby, but like I have Bible journaling, I have photography, I love to travel when I'm able to. So like, to me, I think I would be okay if I only read like one a year, even though that would break my heart too. Lucy says, I'm not answering because I can't choose. Oh, you found a loophole, didn't you? Read one book a year, but no one said about no listening books. You were thinking outside the box there. That's true. It did not say listening. Yeah, because reading is how I de-stress. Yep. So yeah, never reading again. Yeah, me too. I read over 100 books. Yeah, that's true. That's why I do have quite a few hobbies because I don't say I get bored easily, but my brain kind of like I go through phases of hobbies. And thankfully reading as my de-stressing and hobby and work too and everything, I haven't actually had a reading slump. So it's nice that like the hobby kept going because I really don't stick with hobbies. So I'm glad I don't consider reading a hobby because otherwise I don't know if I would read as much as I do. Okay, let's go ahead and do one more question. Hopefully it's easier, and then we'll go into a reading sprint. Let's pick one that's maybe not a would you rather. Oh, no, it is a would you rather. Hopefully it's easier. Some of these are pretty tough if you have to pick one. And it's all in fun anyways, right? Ooh, okay. Would you rather read the same genre forever, like you could only read from one genre, or only be able to read one book from every single genre? It's an interesting one. I forgot I put that one in there. And honestly, this question could be easy for some of you, because like some of you like really like historical fiction or romantic suspense or something, and you'd be like, I'd be okay with that, And honestly, only reading one from every genre, like that's only like what, like I don't know, 10 books, maybe, depending on how many genres, or if you count subgenres, then maybe you could have more. But honestly, I think all of our answers would probably be one genre. And I want to know which genre you would choose if you could only pick one. And I mean, me personally, I do love like almost every single genre out there. I'm not picky when it comes to genre. Like I love everything. That's why tonight I'm reading, I don't know, contemporary, young adult, and sci-fi. That's what we're working with. Teresa says one genre. Mary Beth says one genre. Neither, because you like to read multiple books in multiple genres. Same genre forever, Christy says. It would be fairy tale retellings. No, I'm not surprised. Because that's most of what you read anyways. Carmen says one genre. Teresa says historical fiction. Lauren says one book from every genre. I can't read just one genre. Okay. Carmen says historical fiction. I think my one genre. Yeah, I think I would go with historical fiction too, because that's definitely up there, and there's so much in historical fiction. I feel like I would never run out of books. So yes, I think I would pick historical fiction. Although fantasy, I think would be like a close second. And then it would be contemporary romances, like in that order. But historical fiction would probably be at the top for me. Yes, that's true. One genre. Yep, I mentioned the subgenres. Yep, fantasy, urban fantasy, romantasy, cozy fantasy. And historical fiction, historical romance. We've got like the different eras. We've got World War fiction. We've got contemporary like historical fiction that's more just like family saga historical fiction. So there's lots of options within one genre. Mary Beth says historical fiction. Nikita, one genre, because the subplot could be different genre. Yes, you could get away with it. I agree. Tara says one genre, historical fiction. Yes, mystery, suspense. Yeah. Oh, it's good that you're in the phase right now. I'm actually out of my suspense phase. Like, I'm kind of sad because that used to be like probably my go-to genre. But I don't know. I have not been enjoying them lately. And I guess my book taste just change every so often, I guess. I'm sure I'll be back into the suspense love. I'm sorry, Jeanette, if you're listening. I know you love suspense, and Jeanette puts suspense down for hers. Yes. I don't know. I guess because I have read so much that I'm just kind of worn out from it, but I know I'll get back into it. I do read them every once in a while. I just don't enjoy them as much as I do. Like I used to give them all like 4 or 5 stars. Now I'm like 3 stars, 3.5 stars. Oh no. Paige has one genre, fantasy. Yeah, Lucy, one genre, contemporary. Yep, I knew that one. All right, what time is it? Oh, I forgot my watch is gone, so I can't use my watch anymore. Actually, technically, I have 3% on my watch. So let's go ahead and do another 20-minute reading sprint. Yes, historical mystery. That works too, Tara. Definitely a mixture of both. Jeanette says I'd have historical and contemporary. Emily says one genre, fantasy. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and do a 20-minute reading sprint. Stop saying low battery on my watch. Let's go until, what time is that? Tara says, great idea. Let's go until 10 after, because that'll give us a little bit extra time from the last reading sprint that we were a little bit short. So let's go until 10 after. That'll give us like 23 minutes. No, sorry, that's not right. Is that right? Now I'm questioning myself with time here. I must be tired. No, yeah, 10 after. So 10 after, that'll give us 23 minutes. Right. All right, so have fun reading, and I'll see you all back shortly. Okay, everyone, that's the end of our next reading sprint. Let me know how you did. Oops, forgot to take off the banner again. There we go. Also changed the color to pink. I kind of like it, actually. It's like a rose, dark pink. I like it. Thought the pink would go nicely. It's getting closer to fall, so I got rid of the aqua. Aqua feels like a summer color. Hi, Mrs. Thomas. Just finished What We Hide by Cobalt and Accurate. Had to compare the prologue to the epilogue. Interesting. I'm excited to read that series. I have yet to read that series yet, but I really want to know how she writes with someone else. I don't think she's ever done that before. Christina read 11. Nice. I read 20. I think almost exactly 20 in about 2 chapters. I did just finish a chapter, so I love when I do that. And it is getting a little bit better, so we'll see how it goes. I can definitely tell it's like, I don't know, the style is geared more toward YA, I would say. Just wondering if the author is maybe YA or young adults. Oh, no, she's not. Interesting. Because it does, I don't know, it just feels like a young adult would write this, but it doesn't look like she is. Hello, 19. Happy to see you tonight. Just joined. Nice. Perfect timing for more reading sprints to come tonight. Teresa read 20 pages. Nikita read 20 pages. I think I already mentioned yours, but just in case, I went back. Jeanette read 22. Nice. Carmen read 12. And hello, Mrs. Thomas. Lauren read 9 pages. Nice. And Mary Beth read 15. Christy, your 3 hours are up. Love you too. Bye. Glad you got to spend time with us. That was nice. Yeah, so it's pretty good. There's like a bunch of mysteries going on in this book. So I don't know. There's like this mysterious neighbor who, like, he went to jail for like beating up a kid in high school. And then she found like a necklace in the yard of her cousin's house. And like, nobody has that name, like not even the people who used to live next door. So I'm like, okay, whose necklace is that? What's going on? Then somebody sent like a picture of her father and like a random girl. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but very mixed feelings about the book so far. But we shall see. It is a quick read because like 20 pages in 20 minutes is actually pretty quick for me. Because normally I read like 25 pages every half hour, roughly between 20 and 25. So reading 20 in 20 minutes is actually really quick for me. So it is a quick read. Very quick. It feels like it's later than 8 o'clock for me. Where I am, it's 8 o'clock, but it feels like it should be later. Okay, so I think we should just go in and do a fun bookish question because I really want a new bookish question. And when I'm a little tired, I can't think of what to say. So that's why I made these in case I'm tired. Let's try not to get one that was a would you rather. Okay, good. It's not. Let's see here. Ooh, I like this one. All right, this one's a fun question. Did you ever visit a city or place just because you read about it or seen it in a movie? I would count that too because I am a movie watcher and my answer is more movie oriented. Paige said, even though The Woman in White is good, it feels like you've read for hours, but in reality, you've read 3 to 4 pages. Oh, no. Oh. I don't know if I could do a book like that. I'm glad it's good, but if the pacing's really slow, that book would probably take me like months to get through if I did that. Christina says no. Nikita says yes, a few places. Were they all nonfiction places, or like were they books that you read in your fiction books? Jeanette says can't think of anywhere. I would love, let me know if you have a place that you'd love to go visit that's real, that you could actually visit in the world. I would probably visit like Pride and Prejudice settings because I really like that area. And I know Pepper Basham, she got to visit there recently, and I was like, oh, it's so pretty over there, and I want to go. Tara said no. Tracy said I went to visit Rome and Pompeii just because I taught ancient Rome to third graders. Oh, that's great. I like that you fell in love with it, with Italy and Rome, and got to go there. I definitely want to go there, for sure. Next trip you go, take me. Yes, The 10,000 Islands, Because the Wings of Poppy Pendleton. I still need to read that book. That's by, isn't that by, I'm probably thinking of the wrong person, but is it by Melanie Dobson? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Because I feel like that is, but I could be wrong. I feel like my mom would say Prince Edward Island. I don't think we've been there. We've been close to there. Oh, yes, I got it right. I thought so, because I'm like, I think I have that one on my shelf. I'm pretty sure. I thought that was it. Beth has visited Astoria, where they filmed Kindergarten Cop, and also where the beach scenes for the Goonies. Nice. I was born near Seattle, but we weren't there for very long. Lauren says she's always wanted to visit Prince Edward Island because she's a huge Anne of Green Gables fan. Nikita says both fiction and nonfiction. Scotland, oh, I want to go there too. Saratoga and Quincy, Massachusetts are just a few. That is Massachusetts, right? MA? Paige said Shona, Georgia, I think it's called, where they filmed The Walking Dead. Never watched it, but my brother was a fan. The only one that I have visited because of a movie or book is I got to go to Mackinac Island, Michigan, and got to stay at the Grand Hotel. That was where the movie Somewhere in Time was filmed. And too bad I don't know where Celestria went, but she knows that movie. I talk about it quite often on this channel. But I got to go there, and it is like stepping back into time on that island. It is so great. It feels like you're in like the early 1900s, late 1800s. There's no cars. It's just absolutely beautiful there. And I would move there if I had the money. But those houses are like, you know, a good $750,000 to $1 million and up. So no, cannot afford to move there. Nope. And unfortunately, nowadays, since the hotel changed management, you can't even get a single room for under $400 a night. I'm like, no, there's no way I can stay there again. Too bad, though. I got a great deal when I did go. Tara, I read a lot of books set in areas I've been or near where I live. Cool. Oh, I did, actually. Actually, I got that too. The Letter Tree by Rachel Fordham. It's set at the Buffalo Zoo and around that area. And I went to the Buffalo Zoo to take pictures with that book. So that can be another one that I've actually visited from a book. Because of a book too, actually. So I hadn't been to the zoo in a while. Paige has too many to choose from. Yeah, there's a lot of places I'd love to visit because of books and movies. Lucy went to New York, which is the only place I've been for movies, I think. Yeah, pretty much if you've been to New York City, there's a ton of movies and books that are set there. Beth said she used to live in Ashland, Oregon, where Cozy Mystery Meet Your Baker is set. Cool. Oh, nice, too. You're reading The Letter Tree now. It's a good book. It's not my absolute favorite of hers, but I did really like it. I actually think her newest release is actually my favorite, I think, so far by her. I don't know. I just really liked the Beauty and the Beast / Phantom of the Opera feel to it. It was just so good. It was just so good. Okay, let's do one more question, and then we'll go into another reading sprint or just chat a few more minutes. Let's see. Let's pick this one. Oh, good. It's another just regular question. Ooh, okay, this is the long one that we skipped last week, if you remember. Patience has also been to Savannah. I'd love to go again. I do like Georgia. I've been a few times. Well, twice, I think. Hi, Heidi. Nice to see you. A new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Do I read any Amish Christian fiction? I'm trying to think if I've actually ever read any. I might have tried once or twice, but no, I really don't read those. But I do read a ton of just Christian fiction in general. I do read probably I would say 85 to 90% of what I read is Christian fiction, but not really Amish fiction. But if you know of a good one, I'm always up for reading one. There is one that I was looking at that intrigued me. It's about like this detective who used to be in the Amish community, and then she left. And then there's like this big mystery around the Amish community, and it sounded really good. So I might pick that one up. Lauren says, I've been to Biltmore House. Yes, I have been to Biltmore too. I can count that too. I didn't go there because of a book though, but I have been there. Lucy says, wait, I've been to New Orleans too. That is true. There are a lot of booktubers that don't really read it. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think my mom tried reading them too, and she couldn't get into them either. Okay. Well, anyways, we have a question, which is a long one, so I'm probably going to type it in first and then ask you because this is like a thought-provoking one. I probably just wanted to answer it. And since we were talking about bookstores, this is perfect. Sorry, just typing away here. Oops. Because of my new typing tool here, I don't type as well as I usually do. Because I like my highest is like 80 words a minute, or used to be. Not with this new keyboard. Okay, now we got the question here. Okay. Here we go. Oh yes, Christine does read some Amish fiction, I think. Yes, Assaulted Caramel. I have heard of that one. And that one did sound really cute. And I think I did have a couple on my shelf, but I don't know if I unhauled them or not. And they were by Love Inspired, only because my Love Inspired collection starts to grow, and then I'm like, oh no, I have too many. Heidi's favorites are Wanda Brunstetter and Beth Wiseman. I have heard of both of those ladies. Actually saw at least Wanda's books at Barnes & Noble this morning. Since I was there writing, they have a very, very small Christian fiction section, which really stinks. But thankfully, they have some tables there, so I can sit and write there and imagine that my books are in that small section. Okay, so here's the question that we have, which might take a few minutes to answer. If you owned a bookstore, what would it be like? Where would it be? How would you arrange books maybe? Would you serve food and drinks? What kind? And would you play music? What kind of music? I don't know. And that my comment did not post. There we go. Lauren says she's met her at a book signing. Wanda Brunstetter. Wow, that's cool. Aren't meeting authors like so much fun? I gotta tell you, I wish more events would come to the East, because like I have to always travel to the West, to the Midwest area or Upper West to see anybody, and it's like so far. Like, come to the eastern side of things. Heidi says, so cool. That is cool. I always get excited for the people when they get to meet authors too. Lauren says she'd love to own a small bookstore / coffee shop. So I feel like if I owned a bookstore, I feel like I would love to do something like what Baker Bookhouse does, where they started doing this since they don't do their big fiction readers event anymore. They invite authors, or authors can invite themselves to do like a little like book discussion / book signing day. So like I would love to like have like a day like that, like maybe once every 3 to 4 months, get Christian fiction authors to come and do book signings and book discussions during the day. Just, I would love to do that. Oh, excuse me. Just had a dry throat there. But I would feel like most of my books would be like Christian fiction, historical fiction. I mean, obviously, of course, clean reads. So like, I would get advice from other booktubers that read the same type of books. So definitely like a mixture of Christian fiction and clean reads. So that way, like if teenagers just wanted to shop and read whatever they wanted to without parents having to worry about content or whatever, like it would be a great place to have. I'd probably have middle grade books too, because I love middle grade books too. As far as food and drinks, I think I would have like a little. I of course, if Chrissy was here, she'd agree with me. Chrissy's Purple Library, a bubble tea bar, hands down, gotta have a bubble tea bar. That is totally what needs to be there. I think it would be cozy. I would want like a big like circular fireplace like in the middle of the store with like couches all around and some cozy tables. I'm like really thinking about this like really a lot here. And then as far as music goes, I think I would do just instrumental music, probably a mixture of Christian instrumental music and then like some classical music, and then maybe some movie soundtracks in there somewhere. Just some light movie soundtracks, like from Lord of the Rings, or something light, not the scary Lord of the Rings music, but the lighter side. But I think that'd be fun. And then I think I like also merch, like pins or magnets, fun quirky book sayings on the magnets and stuff. I think that would be really cool. T says if I owned a bookstore, it would be a Christian store like Central Perk. Nice. Nice little coffee shop with a couple of books. Christina says it would be comfy and have only clean reads. Yep, me too. Yeah, I know. That's why I don't even shop at Barnes & Noble. Like, if I have a gift card, I'm fine. But I actually really don't like to support Barnes & Noble anymore. I'll go there to, like, look to see what they have. And then, like, take pictures and look up books later when I get home. But, yeah. Yeah, a lot of bookstores aren't that great anymore. Unless you go to Baker Bookhouse. Highly recommend. If you're ever in Michigan, you have to go to Baker Bookhouse. Tara says a cozy bookstore open to the neighboring area that is a coffee shop and bakery, clean reads only, and comfy mismatched furniture, like the mismatched furniture. Lauren says bubble tea. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I would not have a coffee bar. I would have a bubble tea bar. Celestia says yes, a fireplace. Yes, definitely. Especially in New York. If I lived anywhere south, that would be a nope, but definitely. Christina says it definitely wouldn't have those sock marks. I have never seen those. Oh, the bookmarks in the shape of a guy. Okay, I get what you mean. I wouldn't mind having like the silhouettes of the characters. Like I have a couple of those from authors, but I get what you mean, like the more explicit ones. Yeah, I agree. But like just like the regular plain silhouettes, clothes and all. Those are fun. I'm more of like the quirky bookmarks, like the ones like the little Loch Ness monster that goes over your pages. Or of course I would have like Bible verses on some of them. I actually have a few that I love. And I'll definitely have a couple of those. Animal bookmarks, all the fun stuff. Beth would play classical, Loft, or Animal Crossing, and have poster-sized TV screens that rotate through bookish artwork. That's interesting. Lots of events. Yep, like reading in groups, definitely. Oh, a dedicated study room. That's a great idea. Absolutely. And that could also collect other people that may not be like huge readers, but like maybe they will be because they have to go to study. That's a cool idea. Nikita says small bookstore that would have books you can buy, but also a place where you can borrow books and where you can stay all day and read. That's a nice idea. So it's like the little neighborhood libraries, but it's more of like an in-store library. I like that idea. That's a nice idea. That'd be cool, like, if authors were, like, nice and be like, have a copy to sell and have a copy to borrow. So that way, like, you can kind of try the book, and maybe if you like the book, you could buy it. Mary Beth says it would be a cozy atmosphere serving coffee and baked goods, mostly Christian fiction, nonfiction, where I could have recommendations for anyone in need. Yes. I do tend to hand out recommendations to the crowd when I'm shopping. I'm like, oh, have you read this author? Have you read this book? You should really read it. I do give a lot of recommendations out there. Glittering the Sky says, my bookstore will be very old-fashioned with some small, comfy sofas around with lamp tables so people can sit and read a little. Clean reads and an area for a book club reading day. Yes, gotta have a book club reading day. I mean that's a given, right? Every bookstore should. Man, I keep losing my voice today. I would do a silent book club. That's what I'm a part of at a coffee shop, but it would be in my bookstore. Silent book clubs are just great. You just get to sit and read whatever you want and just spend an hour with other readers. It's fun. I like The Bridge by Karen Kingsbury. I have not read that book yet. Shocking, but I don't think I've actually ever read a Karen Kingsbury. I know she has a lot out there. Lucy says coffee shop and fireplace and lots of cozy seating. Mrs. Thomas, is this my Bible study is supposed to be out in November? Is this your book you're talking about? Like a book you wrote? I want to know what's going on. I want to know. I'm very curious and I need to know. Christina, you made a Venn video about it on your channel. Okay, I'll have to try to go watch it. Paige says it'd be like Sleeping Beauty Cottage, mixed with Rivendell. Serve tea, pastries, and finger food with classic rock and Helen. The book's organized by emotions and little knickknacks. That's cute. I like that. That's a good idea about emotions. Like, if you do like sad, you can have, like the historical fiction section or more emotional reads. Happy, you could have like the rom-coms and maybe middle grade books that make you happy and stuff. That's cute. Animal Crossing. I have never played Animal Crossing. I don't think I have the capabilities of playing that, actually. Christina, definitely have cute book sleeves. Oh, yeah. Book sleeves for sure. I actually just got a new book sleeve, actually, and I already love it. It's Beauty and the Beast themed. Wait, I can show you. It's like literally right in the next room. Okay, I'm back. So the book sleeve that I got is this one, and it says, with a dreamy far-off look and her nose stuck in the book. Yep, that's me. And I got it on Amazon, so I'll link it if I can. And it's a zipper. I was so happy when I saw the zipper because I need a zipper because like I hate when like you hold your sleeve upside down and like your book falls out or dirt can get in it. So it's a zippered one, and it has a pocket in the front for like your Kindle or whatever. I love it. And it's huge. Like, well, this is a small paperback, but I'm like, that's huge. So Amazon, and I will try to link it down below or something if I can. And I might have to do it on my phone actually because I can't do it on here. So I'll do that during the next reading sprint if anybody's interested. So let's go ahead and do a reading sprint while I'm trying to find the book sleeve for anybody who's interested in getting it. Not sponsored. Just want to show you how cute it was. All right, so Beth said to sell many highlighters and journals. Yes, bullet journals and reading journals. And some bookshelves painted lavender. Mine would probably be, I would say yellow, like a mustard yellow. If I had my own bookshelves, like custom bookshelves, I think it would either do like a bluish gray or mustard yellow. I don't know. I just feel like that. T has one just like that, except it's Gilmore Girls. Mrs. Thomas, yes, I think I'll call it In Line for Jesus. And it's a 5-week study about the 5 women mentioned in Matthew 1. My point is that they brought brokenness and messy, and God loves them. That is so cool. I will have to check it out. You'll have to send me a link when it goes live. Yeah, I'm excited for you, Mrs. Thomas. That's great. That's great. I'm so excited for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a reading sprint until, let's see. Well, it's 55, but I don't think I have a banner for 55, do I? No, I do not. So let's just go until the hour, get a couple extra minutes in since we did chat for, well, we chatted for about 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and go until the hour. Oh, he ran out of room. God put them in his story, and he will do that for you too. I love that. Yes, every person in the Bible had a purpose and had a reason to be in the Bible. Exactly. And we all have a reason to be where we are. Exactly. Okay, have fun reading, everyone, and I will see you all back in, at the hour. Okay, everyone, that's the end of our next sprint. Let me know how you did that time. Good night, Lauren. Have a good night. Mom duty calls. Yes, and I have a bug on my screen, so I'm going to try to kill it. Probably not, but I'm probably going to leave a mark. Did I get it? Oh, I got it. Yay. Faster than the speed of light. Now the cloth's dirty, but at least the bug is killed. I only read 10 pages that time because I ate an orange and then brushed my teeth after. So that was all I did, plus 10 pages. So, but again, it's getting a little bit better. So I'm invested in it a little bit more, wanting to know what happens in between these teenagers and summer change. There's a little bit of like, I don't know, some rivalry going on between like two of the guys. So I don't know what's up with their beef, but we shall see if I continue liking it or not. Nikita said she read 20 pages, 22 pages left. Nice. Next reading sprint, you should be able to complete that. And Jamie, hi Jamie. Jamie's here, which there's her comment. I was like, where's her comment? She's reading the Sense and Sensibility graphic novel. Fun. She answered our earlier questions too. She has visited Seaside, Florida because I read a book set there. Nice. And then any bookstore I own would have to be a bookstore tea room. Yep. Definitely can picture you in your dresses and your hats being the tea hostess. Definitely. Coffee and chocolate. You did laundry and then wrapped 4 cakes. Is that right? What'd you wrap cakes for? I'm intrigued. Oh, not that I should be thinking about more food. I had an orange and a yogurt. Teresa read 22 pages. Nice. Celestria, 12 pages. Christina, 13. Mary Beth, 18. Tea, 3% on Kindle. I know, isn't it hard to tell how many pages? I mean, you can change it to pages, but I don't know how accurate that is, depending on how big you put your pages on. Jeanette read another 22 pages. Waiting for the sprint to end. You read a chapter break. I was too. That's why I went like 30 seconds over. I'm like, it's just like a very small paragraph. You are not a slow reader. 10 pages in 25 minutes is fantastic. If you read 1 page, I mean, some of those, this book, the other book that I was planning on reading this sprint, but I'm not going to. Well, this one's not bad, but there's a lot of words on that 1 page. And it doesn't matter about speed. As long as you're enjoying your book, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I also went through the questions in here to see what was left over, and I'm like, there's some good questions in here. So I'm excited about that. It's been a tiring day today, though. I did a lot. Oh, I also went to my church as well and fixed the bulletin board. I'm in charge of the bulletin board, so I changed it for the next few weeks. I just decided I'm going to go and do that. And then I went and wrote a little bit, picked some stuff up for pizza fixing. So it was a busy day today, at least between noon and 4. Paige read 2 pages. Nice. Very nice. Trying to decide. I think I only have 1 more reading sprint in me tonight, guys. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm going to have at least 1 because I know somebody was finishing up their book. So I think I have 1 more reading sprint in me tonight. So let's go ahead and do another bookish conversation starter. There's some really good ones in here that I'm hoping to get. So I kind of forgot, so I just peeked and saw what was left in here. Oh, we got another Would You Rather. I hope it's one of the ones that I really wanted to answer. Ooh, it is. Okay. This one's a fun one. I like this one. I'm just typing it in again. Okay, so the question is, are you ready for this? Would you rather only read the first page in a book or only the last page in a book. So you can't read anything in between. Would you rather read the first page or the last page of a book? Now, if I only had a choice between those two options, it would definitely be the last page because, I want to know what happens. The first page of the book could be pretty terrible. I mean, it could either suck you in or it could be a very slow start. But the ending, I don't know. I like happy endings. I like to know what's going to happen. So I think the last page. The last page. Mrs. Thomas popped in, says, since I finished my book, I read articles about health. Am I the only one who reads medical results and Googles all the jargon? Well, I Google some jargon, but I don't go out of my way to read health articles. I have too many health problems as it is, so. Paige says, got a book today for a baby shower gift. No matter how far you go, I'll always love you. Aw, by Nancy Tillman. That's so cute. I really want one. It's on my Amazon wish list. It's something like, it's a funny title though. It's not like nothing cute like that. It's like, nobody likes a fart or something. I know, pretty gross, but it's the most adorable book. It's so cute. I saw it at Walmart. I'm like, I have to get that. Jamie says, first sentence. Celestia said, that's a horrible question. I'd rather read the last page. I know a lot of people who read the last page first before even reading a book. I still love you, but I could never do that. I know people always say like they do it because they want to make sure the book is worth it, but like then you ruin the journey. It's like Lord of the Rings, like you automatically go and put the ring in the fire. And without all the journeys and the friendships and everything. T says the last. Paige says first, the last could drive me crazy. That's true. Teresa says only the first. I'm a rule follower. You aren't supposed to read the last one first. In this situation, I probably would. But in any other case, I would not. Nikita says last page. I need to know how it ends. Mary Beth says first, then I can imagine what the ending could be. True. I like that reasoning. I would go along with that very good reasoning. It is a good reason. Very good reason. All right, let's do one more question, and then we'll have one more reading sprint. I love doing just random questions. We'll have to come up with something else different soon. I think we only have about maybe one more night of questions, so we'll do something different after next week. Okay, so our last question of the night. Okay, this one's fun. So this one's about, what are they called? See, I haven't had one in so long, I forgot. Well, anyways, the question is, what's the longest you went without reading? And that does not include the Bible. So, again, does not include the Bible. Most of you probably have your answers before I even finish typing. Jamie just said she just asked this on her Read Brucey page to my reader friends and even to my friends who watch movies and TV shows. Is that the, oh, that's the, to my reader friends and even to my friends who watch movies and TV shows, have you ever finished a book, movie, or TV show and wished you could watch it again for the first time? Ooh, that's a good question. We'll answer that one too after. But definitely I think my longest time I went without reading, at least recently, was I think about 6 months. And it was before I joined BookTube, maybe about a year before BookTube, maybe not that long. But I went 6 months and I just read my Bible and I just did not feel like reading fiction at all. And so that was my longest. But before then, when I graduated high school and all through college, I don't think I read any fiction book. Maybe during the summer, but I don't even think I did then. I was definitely more in my movie and TV show watching era then, because I was just so tired from college. So I definitely think a few years passed that I didn't read anything for fun. That would be the longest for me. Celestia said maybe a couple weeks or a few weeks even. Nikita says the longest 6 months. Teresa says probably 5 or 6 years. Just got back into reading a whole lot this year. Yes, I remember. I'm so excited that you found reading again. T says she has no idea. Jamie says I've got a year or so, but that's been a long time ago. Yeah, me too. I seriously, the past 2 years or year and a half, I've only missed 1 day of reading. Like, I even just read just a teeny bit. Oh, Paige, me too. That's when I don't feel like reading, is when I get sick. So 1 to 2 weeks, maybe a little more when I'm sick. That is definitely like, I don't get sick very often, thankfully. But when I'm sick, I don't want to read anything. I watch TV and that's about it. That's about it. Oh. Mary Beth says probably a month or so. Mrs. Thomas says I'm stumped because there's so many types of reading. Yeah, reading for growth, for work, for fun. Yeah. I'm talking for fun. Like fiction for fun books. Like I don't count college reading, whatever. Just for fun. And let's go ahead and answer Jamie's question that was up here before we do our last reading sprint. So she put, have you ever finished a book, movie, or TV show and wished you could watch it again for the first time? Tara said, before I found Christian BookTube, I would go several months without reading. I never felt confident picking up a book and not stumbling upon content. Yeah, I agree, Tara. Yeah, that's what's so great about Christian BookTube. Like we share all, we tell all about the details, letting you know if it's okay or not, and if we DNF'd it or not. So that's always great, and I love helping you guys find good reads. I really do. Mrs. Thomas says that there's audio in magazines. I'm glad, Nikita, that you want to read when you're ill. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, it's weird. I just can't read when I'm sick. I don't know why. Maybe my arms are too tired. Tanera, hi, Tanera. Looking at your library history, you didn't read for 3 months. Aw. Well, that's only a library, though. You could have read your own books, unless you do only read library books. Then you definitely know. Paige says Lord of the Rings for that question on what book, movie, or TV show would you wish you could read or watch again for the first time. Mine would be The Princess Bride. That's always an option for me. Book and movie. Book-wise, I don't know. There's so many great books out there that I wish I could have picked up for the first time. Melanie Dickerson. My first book was her Forest book. I can't remember what it was called, but to pick up one of my favorite authors' books for the first time again, that would always be really, really fun. Teresa said hers would be Outlander. Maybe Jurassic Park. I do enjoy those movies a lot. That would be fun to rewatch for the first time again. Definitely. I had this weird hair that didn't get curled last night. I noticed that. It's like very, very straight. Let's see if we can hide that. There we go. Ignore that straight hair that kept. Although I think most of my hairspray is gone. That's probably why. Nikita says I actually do not have one because I find when I rewatch, I notice something new. Interesting. I probably would too if I actually reread. I don't reread very much, but if I do reread, it's usually if years and years have gone by. So it's like reading it for the first time because it's been so long. But it just depends. I rewatch movies and TV shows a lot, so I feel like I wouldn't get the same experience. I do rewatch a lot. Jamie says she has several. Just wondering if I was the only person who thought that way. I have thought about it once or twice, actually, what would it feel like to rewatch something for the first time. That actually might be one of the questions in the jar. I'm not sure, actually. All right, so let's go ahead and do one more reading sprint. It's actually perfect timing. Let's go until 35 after, whatever time that is for you. So have fun reading, and I'll see you back, and then we can go ahead and say a quick prayer before we leave and catch up in comments that are popping in after. All right, so have fun reading, and I'll see you all back in 20 minutes. Okay, guys, that's the end of our reading sprints tonight. Let me know how you all did. I see people were having conversations rather than reading. I'm just kidding. But I see Teresa already left. Good night, Teresa. And Tara mentioned the Tuck Everlasting book. Yes, once you know the ending of that book, it's not the same. Yeah, same thing with the 10 Decker book I read years ago. Once you know the ending, it's like you'll always remember it, and it's not the same. Always the same. Tara read 16 pages. Nikita, just 8 pages left. Oh, that's okay. You can chat. You can chat with your husband. I'm surprised you didn't say, honey, I'm reading. Talk to me again in 10 minutes. But I read, let's see, I think about 15 to 20 pages that time, I think. And I'm so close to finishing a chapter. And we're getting closer to finding out why her parents dropped her off at her cousin's house for the summer. We're getting closer. Her aunt and uncle seem to know what's going on, so we shall see. Oh yeah, I gotta put my bookmark in so I don't lose my page. So I'm probably gonna finish this chapter after I'm done with sprints tonight, and then I'm probably gonna maybe switch to my audiobook, but I am almost 80 pages of the way through, and this is a pretty short book, so I could continue a little bit tonight, but I'm getting tired, and my eyes are tired too. Mary Beth read 17 pages. Jeanette read 22 pages again. You always have like that 22. Right on the nose. Do you like that number? Lucy didn't read this time. It's okay. Oh man, I can't believe how tired I am tonight. I am really tired. I think I'm still tired. We went to the county fair a few days ago, and I think I'm still exhausted from that. I think it was just the sun and the heat. Although I didn't get much of a sunburn or color or anything really, so that's good. Maybe a little bit on my neck, but Jeanette says apparently it just works out that way. 22 pages in 20 minutes. Yes, I saw that, Lucy. I saw that you were chatting with Paige. It's like you guys are supposed to be reading. I should have commented while you guys were talking. You guys are supposed to be reading. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to say a quick prayer to bless our weekend before we all sign off because I'm tired and I'm sure some of you are as well. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing all of us book lovers together, Lord. I thank you for good books and great friends, Lord God, and I just pray blessings over all of our weekends, Lord. I pray for those that aren't feeling well or who need prayers, Lord God. I just pray for everybody, Lord God, in this chat, Lord God. And I pray for safe travels over the weekend. If people need to go to work or go to church or hang out with anybody, Lord God, thank you for a wonderful time tonight. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, everyone, so good night. Good night. And Dewey says good night, and everyone tap the like button on his wonderful, great live stream. Aw, thanks, Dewey. Thank you. Yes, if you want to hit the like button, please do. Also the bell, so you know whenever I go live. Bye, everyone. I will see you all next week for videos and reading sprints. I might try to do 2 next week, depending on how I'm feeling, but I might do another afternoon one as well, besides the Friday night ones. Good night, everyone.